everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Please keep in mind, it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now when it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from each of the 3 oracle decks I have here. So we'll get a key theme of the week using the Quantum Oracle, some divine guidance using the Moonology deck, and then some messages from your Divine Feminine using the Isis Oracle. When it comes to the tarot, I'll be pulling from the Intuitive and clarifying with the Waite deck. So, Sag, let's see what's in store for you for the week of the 8th to the 14th of February 2021. So just while I'm shuffling your cards, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. Don't forget, I am now on Twitch, so do follow me over there if you'd like to be a part of the live discussions and tarot readings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So, Sagittarius, the card you have from the Quantum Oracle is Dark Thoughts. Yeah, you may have been going through a really tough time lately. I get a sense of that. It's like there's something you've been having to face that you've been avoiding for some time, but you know that you can't put it off any longer because it's having a detrimental impact on your life. So now you're kind of staring the darkness down in the face and being like, okay, let's just get this over and done with. Oh, real sense of heaviness there. But the good thing is there is always a way out. No matter how dark and long and confusing the labyrinth may seem, there's always a way out, okay? So let's take a look and see what guidance we can give you at this time. So what can really help? Oh gosh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. Hopefully not. So let's see, what can help Sagittarius at this time, Spirit? What is it that Sagittarius needs to know that can help them through this difficult time? What is it that Sagittarius needs to know for those who are going through a tough time? Amazing. That's exactly what we want to hear. So you have new moon, a new start is coming. So possibly at the time of the new moon, there will be some newness coming in for you, new situations, new possibilities opening up for you, and perhaps that's why you're feeling like it's time that you really just deal with whatever's been hanging over your head once and for all, so that by this time the energy comes up, you can go full steam ahead towards, you know, manifesting these beautiful changes. So I really like that that's the card that came out for you, Sag, because I know it's not easy when you're dealing with some tough situations or some deep-rooted issues, you know, that you need to face, you need to address in order to heal and release yourself from the past, okay? So it is going to serve you. We can see that very clearly, that it's actually going to impact you very positively very, very soon, right? So amazing. Like within a matter of like days or even a week, you're going to start to see some changes. So that's amazing. Okay, so let's see what the Mother Goddess wants to communicate to you through your Divine Feminine. Okay. 2 cards came spinning out just then. So you have the Lunar Queen, she of the Celestial Crescent. Amazing. One of my favorite cards. So yeah, Moon Goddess energy. Okay, amazing. That's bringing darkness to light. That is assisting with healing, psychic awareness, intuition, bringing things out of the shadow to conscious awareness so that nothing remains hidden and you can release this and address it head on, which I love. And then you have Goddess of 10,000 names, Isis, endless emanations of the priestess. So realizing just how powerful you are and the fact that you are a multifaceted, multidimensional being operating in different planes of existence simultaneously, and through that knowledge of self and awareness of self, that you and the divine are one in the same entity, that you are one part of a larger whole, you are able to turn pretty much any situation around that you can put your mind to. So very, very powerful realizations coming in for you that's really going to quash this dark thoughts, quash, you know, any negative feelings that you have turned inwardly towards yourself. So that's good. Okay. So Sagittarius, I feel like this is kind of a bit of a shadow work reading for you, but it is what it is, you know. I never know what's going to come out, so obviously this is what needed to be said. Obviously you do want to wait and check out for the what am I talking about? You do want to check out the shadow work reading when that comes out, because I feel like that's going to potentially be very significant for you. Okay, those will be coming out towards the end of the month, so do keep an eye out for that. Obviously there will be announcements as well. But even when I first just tried to shuffle the tarot cards for you just now, it was like, it didn't want to shuffle, it was just like snapping against each other. So it's like very intense energy. I feel like you are dealing with some really heavy energy right now, but it does appear to be turning around very quickly for you. So it's like, you know, the darkest part of the night is what you're facing right now, just before the dawn. And the dawn is very much coming. So do keep that in mind, Sagittarius, if it's feeling really heavy for you right now, because I can even feel it on my chest. Like the energy is really heavy, but you are going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, I promise you. And it's going to be very soon as well, way sooner than you probably anticipate. Okay, so first card out is Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of fears around your independence, you know, especially possibly when it comes to your financial situation, your stability, when it comes to the material sense, right? Because especially with how things are in the world right now, I know that's something that a lot of people are concerned about. I think we all are on some level. So I get it, but I feel like energetically you're feeling quite depleted and far from your A game. But again, I see it turning around for you very soon. It's just there is a definite need to address these dark thoughts, these heavier energies that are surrounding you, and address whatever the situation is tied to this head-on that you've been avoiding. Next card out is the Six of Wands in reverse. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, your energy, okay? So yeah, it's like where you didn't see success, where you didn't see victory, where you felt like the odds were stacked against you, that's changing. We can see that when the new start is coming. That is going to turn around for you, okay? Next card out is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, specifically associated with Taurus though. So you could have Taurus prominently in your chart or be dealing with one. Regardless of any of that, I feel like this is really speaking of your, again, your financial stability, your stability in terms of your home, the environment you live in, your energy, your mindset, right? Where you feel that you can accomplish it. I feel like whatever situations you are experiencing is very much tied up to the financial aspect, the material aspect, okay? But I think you're coming to realize how, you know, your mindset plays a big role in that. So there is a change coming here through that realization and that recognition, but there is definitely a need to address, you know, this really limited perception of self. Because once you do that, once you come into these awarenesses that I discussed, that's where you can really turn this energy around, okay? And instead of feeling lack, instead of feeling that you're not abundant, you'll realize that actually I can manifest anything I want, you know? Within the reason and of that, you know, within reason that, not that, you know, you can't achieve great things, but just within the parameters of what makes sense to the path that you are walking upon, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. I'm trying my best to, you know, explain some simple subjects that are not so simple to explain at a time that we're experiencing a Mercury retrograde, which is not easy, but I'm doing my best, so bear with me, and hopefully that does make sense. next card out is the Four of Swords, okay? So, air energy, okay? So, oh yeah, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. But I feel like it's a case of, yeah, there is definitely a need for taking time out and reflecting on your thought process. We can see that very clearly because it filters back into your material environment. But I feel like you are doing that. That's why you're choosing to address this. You're staring the beast in the face, and you're going through the dark labyrinth, you know, of your mind, the parts of your mind that you've been suppressing, okay? So that you can bring healing to it, which is good. Next card out though is the Five of Swords. So yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of I feel like you're coming to understand where maybe you were not approaching things in the best way or with the best energy. And it does come off as very deceptive and kind of backstabbing, but it's not intentional. I think if you've been having these kinds of conflicts with someone, or, you know, there has been this energy of purposefully manipulating circumstances, you know, on any level, it's coming from this thought process, right? And you're realizing that. Because again, there was a lack of healing here when it comes to you and probably the people that you were dealing with, okay? Because I feel like this is more than one person as well that you've been kind of manipulating, to be honest with you, Sag. I've got to be honest. I feel like you have been a bit manipulative, but not intentionally. I don't feel like it was intentional at all. It's just because, like I said, this great dark cloud that's been hanging over your head and it's been growing, okay? And it's been affecting your energy massively. So I feel like you're coming to realize where perhaps you have maybe even sabotaged connections, or maybe you have allowed yourself to believe something that really isn't true to justify your actions, okay, that weren't necessarily the best, okay? I just got to be honest, that's what I'm seeing here. There's no, you know, blame or judgment here. It's just addressing these things that we do so we can actually deal with the actual root of the issue, and we don't perpetuate those, you know, behaviors, thoughts, cycles, right? Because there is a new start coming. So it's being brought into view for a reason, but we will clarify more on that. Next card is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you will not see a new opportunity occurring in your environment. You will not see a new reality until you come to this self-realization, okay? That you and the divine are not mutually exclusive. You are one and the same. You are very much a part of the collective consciousness, right? You cannot separate from that, no matter how much you could even try. Okay, once you realize that, and that the reality around you is nothing more than a mirror of your mind, that's when you'll start to see things shifting very quickly and then the new beginning coming in, okay? So it's important that you have that awareness. It's like you need to realize that you are the one holding this new reality, okay? So very, very important. You are the key, essentially. Okay, so let's go into the clarification. It's very deep reading for you. It's like a very deep shadow work type realization that's that's taking place here. My gosh, I cannot speak. Mercury retrograde is kicking my butt, so I do apologize. but then, you know, while the words might come out a little bit jumbled, you know, what I'm seeing and feeling here is very clear. That it all comes back to this energy. Once you address that, face it head on, clear that out, and, you know, face whatever you need to face that's been hanging over your head for some time now, things will start to look very, very different for you, Sag. So it's good. It's really good. Okay. Awesome. I like it a lot, see? positivity right there. Oh, this is great. Okay, I love how this is turning around for you, Sagittarius. Really, really happy to see that. Okay. Oh, gosh, too many cards. There's a lot of cards there. Okay. Alright, so clarifying the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Chariot in reverse, that's Cancerian energy. You could have Cancer in your chart or be dealing with one. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, everything's about to change. So where you felt stuck, where you felt like you were being overwhelmed by certain situations, by your thoughts, your feelings, being in, like things being imbalanced within and externally, that's making you feel powerless, that's making you feel that you don't have any form of abundance, right? You're addressing all of this head on, and as such, that's turning things around for you significantly. Amazing. So it's like going from quite an infernal energy into the direction of an ascendant one. So that's really, really good. Clarifying, so you're going through basically a dark night of the soul, as I was saying, Sag. And soon, very, very soon, you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like way sooner than you think. Clarifying the Six of Wands in reverse. You have the Star card in reverse, that's Aquarius. And you have the Death card, Scorpio. Okay. Amazing. So again, where you were not seeing success, where you felt like your dreams, your aspirations were not being realized, where you felt like healing was impossible, that there was going to be nothing but darkness, all of that is changing. All of that is changing. There is an end to the old paradigm for you. And soon you're going to be ready to start building the new. But you have to go through a certain level of ego death at the moment. And I feel like that's what you're experiencing. So this is like, you are going through like basically a spiritual awakening. It's like, you know, when you first awaken and you go through like a significant dark night of the soul, ego death, all of that is happening. The you know, the deconditioning of the old program. It's a lot. It is a lot. And I feel like you've been going through that process. And now you're getting to the end of that, okay? You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So that's why it's important that you don't give up, because even though this can feel like the most grueling part of it, this is the bit where you're on the precipice of completely changing your life, okay? Clarifying the King of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse, that's Libra energy. And you could have Libra in your chart, by the way. You also have the Four of Cups in reverse, okay? So, yeah, this is it. It's like you're going to slowly come to the realization where you've been attached from your own higher self. You're going to realize how the universe was never keeping you away from your dreams, your wishes. You were just not in the mindset, you were not in the vibration to receive them. So until you could really do this purging, how could you even recognize the signs, the synchronicities, the messages that were coming in through the universe when you had such a negative outlook, right? It's not going to happen. You're not going to spot those signs because you're assuming the worst. But that's changing, okay? We can see that that is changing. Clarifying the Four of Swords, you have the Eight of Pentacles, awesome. And you have the Eight of Wands, okay? 2 8s. So the numbers 8, 88, and 888 could be very prominent right now. Do check that out in terms of numerology. The number 8 really concerns with fortune and luck, okay? And this can be a case of, again, going from an infernal energy into an ascendant one. That very much, you know, it's that spiritual journey of the hermit for me as well, okay? So yeah, I feel like you are doing that work, okay? You're doing the inner work, you're healing, you're releasing, you're coming to understand what action you need to take, what approach you need to change, right? And you're going full steam ahead. You're like, right, I know what I need to do now, so I'm just gonna knuckle down and do it, right? You realize how that you were always the key to your own success. So you're now doing that deep-rooted inner work on every level. So that's highly commendable, Sag, because honestly, it's not easy, and you're just basically taking it on. You know, you're just taking it in your stride, and you're just taking it on because you know of how important it is and how crucial it is in this moment, because you're on the precipice of your whole reality changing. Clarifying the Five of Swords, which I was most curious about. You have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Three of Pentacles, and you have the Emperor in reverse. So Aries energy. You could have Aries in your chart, you could have a fire heavy chart, or possibly you know, even Libra, Scorpio here. We've got Capricorn, Aquarius, right? But regardless, I feel like you're really realizing now where perhaps you were, I don't even feel like, yeah, I mean, manipulation was definitely a factor here, but I feel like it was more self-sabotatory. It didn't even serve you, the way you were behaving with certain friendships, within certain connections, right? That there was something that was clearly in your best benefit to do, right? To take action on, to try and resolve here when it comes to, you know, a work opportunity perhaps, or some kind of friendship or a connection, and you were not willing to play ball, essentially is what I'm getting here. The others were willing to play ball with you, but you were not willing to play ball with them. But now you're realizing that, no, I need to make this right. I need to take the initiative with the Emperor energy, because essentially, you know, I created this situation on some level. Even if it wasn't you that kicked everything off, or, you know, created this Five of Swords energy, you played a role in that, right? By refusing to acknowledge your part in it. But now I see you wanting to make it right on some level. Whatever this situation was, you'll know if that applies to you and what that was. And you're willing to put the work in to right a wrong, essentially, is what I'm getting here, to right a wrong. And you know that you have to get off your backside and make it happen. You know, it's not gonna come to you. You have to go out there and make it right, essentially. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not placing all the blame on you. It's just you're taking responsibility for your actions, okay, for your part in it. And then finally, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, you have Ten of Cups, yay! And the Devil in reverse. Amazing, 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 amazing. So this is awesome. You are realizing now what the devil energy was in your life, all the things that you led yourself to believe or allowed yourself to believe, the attachments, the addictions, or, you know, unhealthy thoughts that you had, the belief systems that were self-limiting, all of that. You're getting rid of that. You see the illusion in all that, and you're like, no, I create my reality, therefore I'm going after my Ten of Cups. And it all starts by what I do within, the work that I put into myself. And then when I'm ready, I'll be able to explore possibilities of creating a really beautiful and abundant life, possibly with another or others. So amazing. So you see, light at the end of the tunnel. What did I tell you, Sag? This is really good. I know there's some heaviness to it. And, you know, like I said, you're going through the darkest part of the night. But the dawn is very much just around the corner. Like, it's so close, you don't even realize how close. So I really hope this does encourage you to keep going. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget the notifications bell. And honestly, you are on track. You're doing what you need to do. You're taking ownership. You're taking the initiative. You're reclaiming your power. You're getting rid of whatever's being, you know, a self-sabotatory energy around you. You're confronting your perception, your dark thoughts. You're dealing with whatever this dark cloud has been over you for some time. And you're on track, Sag. So really just well done for doing all of that work. Really proud of you. Keep it going, and you're going to see some real beautiful things happen in your life. So take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.